Do you know what I like to do on Friday afternoons? I like to look at some football cards. I like to show players that you may not be familiar with. I do my best to try to honor their legacy. I want to show you some cards of a player who I think is the most unsung hero on the great Pittsburgh Steelers teams of the 1970s. He holds the franchise record along with Jack Ham for most postseason interceptions with 5. He was not a very big guy. He was a skinny guy, but he was a good hitter. He had great hands, great cover guy, and he was our free safety. And that is Mike Wagner. Not a name I ever hear talked about. But I want to show you some cards of his, and I want to show you some footage at the end here. I gathered some footage of him. You know, we live in a world of statistics these days. It's tough on defense. Not a lot of statistics go around for defensive players, but I've always judged the players I admire the most and I think are the best by the eye test. I've watched them play. And Mike Wagner was a staple on those Steelers defenses. And he was a part of all 4 Super Bowl teams. His rookie card was in 1973. Here's his 1974 card. He was co-interceptions leader. Here's his 1975 card. This one's signed. 1976. 1977. And here's his 1978 card signed in gold. 1979 card. Mike Wagner. Check out this footage. I put together some snippets of quick hitters, and then the full clips are right after those. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got to go.
Chicago at the Steeler 26-yard line. Intended for Watts, and that is Mike Wagner, his 3rd interception of the afternoon.
All right, Hubbard and Davis are the running backs. Marv Kellum is in place of Ernie Holmes. 4 linebackers for the Steelers. Flags are down. The pass is intercepted. Up to the ball is Mike Wagner.
Campbell has scored 2 touchdowns from in close already tonight. Oh, he is pounded and driven back. What a hit!
They're in a wide set now in the backfield. Rucker in short motion to the left, and a handoff to Cleo Miller trying to get outside of the left. He's going to make it along the 30. Then he is attacked and brought down by Mike Wagner.
Man in motion from wide right to left. Staubach double fake, drops back and throws down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by Wagner. He's coming over the 15 to 10. He's down to the 6-yard line. Wagner getting his 3rd interception of the playoffs.
Sipe drops it off to Cleo Miller. Miller running to the left. And he is brought down along the 44-yard line. Up came Mike Wagner.
3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. And that's right into the arms of Mike Wagner.
2nd down, goal to go. The fans chanting, "Go Chiefs, go." Play action, Livingston looking for a receiver. To the end zone, intercepted by Mike Wagner, and Pittsburgh chokes off the Kansas City threat.
Here's Sipe. Back, throwing. And it's intercepted at the 12. Picked off by Mike Wagner up over the 25, the 30. And he is knocked down at the 31-yard line.
And here comes Wagner. Wagner just knocks the ball out as Barber continued to struggle for yardage. No whistle had been blown. The Steelers have the football. 7-6 Pittsburgh. Blitz coming. Anderson doesn't see him. I believe that's going to be called a fumble. And Pittsburgh has the ball. Anderson hasn't gotten up yet. in passer rating. Throws it down to Barber, and it's intercepted by Wagner at the 30.
Ryan Sipe takes a look long. Last play of the half. He's going to throw the home run ball.
Better get
Intercepted. Mike Wagner has it. He's not done yet. Looking for blockers. Looking to lateral. 21 up and not even in it. Sipe takes a look. Lofts it long. Newsom is there. Intercepted. Mike Wagner picks it up.
Second down 15. Hughes fires. Look out. Intercepted. Mike Wagner, 40, 35 of Dallas, 30. Wagner to the 25 and out of bounds.
Is not as vulnerable as the statistics indicate.
A rainbow downfield, thrown up for grabs and intercepted by Mike Wagner, number 23. Last visiting player to rush for more than 100 yards here was in 77, Greg Pruitt. Evans looking for Barsnagel, and it is intercepted in the end zone.
That's Wagner's second interception of the day.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Wagner's caught as many passes as the Bears' leading receiver. Pretty good day for this young man on the defensive side of the ball as the Steelers continue to coast.
All right, Hubbard and Davis are the running backs. Marv Kellum is in place of Ernie Holmes. 4 linebackers for the Steelers. Flags are down. The pass is intercepted. Up to the ball is Mike Wagner.
Oh, what an interception. What an interception.
Wagner going for Hubbard.
If you're going to start a fight, don't do it at the other team's bench.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was a surprise. The 2 leading interceptors on that team are on that side. No, but Mike Wagner. And here's a replay. Again, plenty of time.
He's made let's look at it again. I think he's made a great interception. The ball was not that badly thrown. A little bit behind him, but he just jumped right in there, anticipated, timed it right. Moore goes down, he gets up, makes a good move.
It was holding against Oakland, declined by Pittsburgh. They're in a spread formation for the first down. Last 2 minutes of the half. There's a ball thrown deep to Hart. Early intercepted by Mike Wagner.
That one had intercepted.
Really playing a center field there.
Yeah, that one looked like it was going to be intercepted all the way. There again, he was throwing right down into center field. The Oakland players don't have much vocal support.
Third down and 8 for the Raiders. And that's right into the arm of Mike Wagner. Wagner, his second interception. And he was more surprised than anyone, I think. Tabor threw it right into his arm.
Bringing a man in motion from wide right to left. Staubach double fake, drops back and throws down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by Wagner. He's coming over the 15 to 10. He's down to the 6-yard line. Mike Wagner intercepted at the 24, and he brought it down to the 6-yard. Holy smokes, the defense has done it again. They have turned it around completely. They have turned it around. Wagner getting his 3rd interception of the playoffs.
I had turned my mic off. I was heading downstairs for the dressing room, so I got to stick this one out. That's the way I'm leaving now. It's at the 7.
At the 7-yard line, they spot the ball after the interception by Mike Wagner. Came up on that ball like a bullet. Bradshaw's back. He wants to throw. Now he fires for the bomb. And Lynn Swann going for it. Swann pulls it in for a touchdown. Lynn Swann beat his man on a bomb. Swann got a step beyond Mark Washington, who's been on him all afternoon. 64-yard pass, and Bradshaw was hurt on the play. Bradshaw is banged up on the play, and they're picking him up off the field. What a strike! A 64-yard scoring pass to Swann, who had a step on Washington. Swann has caught passes, 4 of them for 161 yards, and that is a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Second down, goal to go. The fans chanting, "Go Chiefs, go." Play action, Livingston looking for a receiver. To the end zone, intercepted by Mike Wagner, and Pittsburgh chokes off the Kansas City threat. Now flag is thrown in the end zone long after the play was over. But the Steeler defense, again, comes up with the big play as Mike Wagner gets his 2nd interception of the season.
Mike Livingston trying to get the ball into the end zone for Kansas City.
fakes to make out the lane in the backfield. Then he throws it downfield intended for Bronson, but that's forcing the football because there are too many people from Pittsburgh right around there. 3 defenders there for Pittsburgh.
They're in a wide set now in the backfield. Rucker in short motion to the left, and a handoff to Cleo Miller trying to get outside of the left. He's going to make it along the 30. Then he is attacked and brought down by Mike Wagner. Wagner firing up there. Caught him as he crossed the 30-yard line and brought him down at the 31-yard line. And Wagner, the 8-year veteran from Western Illinois, coming up there like a bullet. They appear to be fired up. And just as he turned the corner, got him at the 31-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down, 5.5 yards to go. They've got to take the ball from the 31 to the... Sipe drops it off to Cleo Miller. Miller running to the left. And he is brought down along the 44-yard line. Up came Mike Wagner, who was just playing some kind of a game today, and Cleo Miller used a stiff arm on him, but it didn't help. Here's Sipe. Back, throwing, and it's intercepted at the 12. Picked off by Mike Wagner up over the 25, the 30, and he is knocked down at the 31-yard line. Now the pass was intended for Ozzie Newsome. Into the arms of Wagner.
And that is a big play because the Browns right off the bat in the second half had put the Steelers in the hole and then gotten good field position at the 30, and we're in a position to get on top of this game, so it's a big play, and we'll be right back.
We change the ball. 3rd and 8. Strong arms of this Pastorini to Mike Barber, and Barber drops the football. And the Steeler has the ball. Johnny Shell. Let's take a look at it again. Pastorini drills it out to Barber. Now you'll see him then go into the arms of Jack Ham. There he is, Ham all over him. And here comes Wagner. Wagner just knocks the ball out as Barber continued to struggle for yardage. No whistle had been blown. The Steelers have the football, 25-yard line of the order. Campbell has scored 2 touchdowns from in close already tonight. Oh, and he is pounded and driven back. What a hit! Mike Wagner, as you see, back in the ball game. And I think it might have been Wagner who made that violent collision. Let's take a look at it again. Campbell cutting back on the blocker, Rob Carpenter. And it was Wagner, who weighs 200 pounds, taking on the 227-pound Earl Campbell. 7-6 Pittsburgh. Blitz coming. Anderson doesn't see him. I believe that's going to be called a fumble, and Pittsburgh has the ball. And Anderson hasn't gotten up yet. There was a blitz from the outside. I believe Mike Wagner, a very concerned Steeler, made the hit, and he's worried about Anderson's well-being. You saw him stay right with Anderson. He did not go for the ball. He knew that he had such a clean shot on Anderson that Ken wouldn't get up right away.
Wagner himself suffered a very severe injury last year, missed the entire season with a neck vertebrae that was broken. So he certainly is the last guy in the world who would want to injure another player, knowing the kind of pain he went through. The other doctors on the field. We certainly hope that Kenny Anderson not severely hurt. He's sitting up. Apparently, well, I tell you, that's good. Good to see him up under his own power and coming off the field. He took quite a shot. You'll get a chance to see it yourself. Watch the blitzing safety, Wagner. He'll come in at the top of your screen. Anderson never sees him. He comes from the backside, right there. Knocks the ball loose, takes Anderson to the ground. Boy, that's just a whiplash. That's the injury. And you see the recovery there by the Steelers. Jack Ham is the man who pounced on that football.
Play action, Pastorini. Throws it down to Barber, and it's intercepted by Wagner at the 30. 35 to the 40 and brought down. And just as Len Dawson said a moment ago, Barber was the man they were looking for.
Well, they were looking for double coverage, and they did have double coverage, but Mike Wagner, number 23, played the ball beautifully. Play action pass by Dan Pastorini, faking the ball to Campbell coming in, hoping to hold that defensive line. Now going deep, and Wagner's coming into the picture. He's not there, but is now. Barber was open for a second, but when the ball travels that far, defensive man is capable of getting under it.
Ryan Sipe takes a look long. Last play of the half. He's going to throw the home run ball.
He better get
intercepted. Mike Wagner has it. He's not done yet. Looking for blockers. Looking to lateral. Calhoun don't want the ball at this point. Right now, Wagner takes it across the 45 and gets to the 47. Against Pittsburgh. They got 21 up and not even in it. Sipe takes a look. Lofts it long. Newsom is there. Intercepted. Mike Wagner picks it off. The Steelers' zone coverage closed in on the receiver, Ozzie Newsom, and Mike Wagner picks it off. As again, Brian Sipe was intercepted for the third time.
You remember when Ozzie Newsom went right down the seam a little earlier on the drive before? We mentioned that's a very tough pass to hit, and you're not going to fool Mike Wagner more than once in a day. He's already got his one charted up, and Wagner's just been baiting him, hoping this play will come back. He's got the ball all the way. Take a look. Yep, he sure does.
Second down 15 for the Cowboys. Hughes fires. Look out. Intercepted. Mike Wagner, 40, 35 of Dallas, 30. Wagner to the 25 and out of bounds. Mike Wagner, who had a neck injury in 47 and then hamstring surgery last year.
He's not as vulnerable as the statistics indicate.
A rainbow downfield, thrown up for grabs and intercepted by Mike Wagner, number 23. Last visiting player to rush for more than 100 yards here was in 77, Greg Pruitt. Evans looking for Barsnagel, and it is intercepted in the end zone.
That's Wagner's second interception of the day.
Mike Wagner intercepts for the touchback, and the Steelers will take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they might give him the ball on the one there, Frank. It was close, and that's a kind of a referee's decision right there. Evans got the ball up a little bit late. He had to scramble around Cole, and by the time he got rid of the ball, it was a little late, and gave Wagner a chance to get back there.
Chicago at the Steeler 26-yard line. Evans intended for Watts, and that is Mike Wagner, his third interception of the afternoon.
Well, I don't know who Vince was throwing that to.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Wagner's caught as many passes as the Bears' leading receiver. Pretty good day for this young man on the defensive side of the ball as the Steelers continue to coast.